Picture waking up each morning and feeling an unseen force drawing you toward your phone, television, or gaming console, and vision reaching for it even before you get out of bed, endlessly scrolling, consuming video after video, show after show, game after game. Hours pass in what seems like mere minutes. You convince yourself, just one more episode, just one more level, just one more scroll. But before you realize it, the day has vanished, your time has slipped away, and deep down, you sense that something is lacking. You feel a void. But why? Why do so many of us find ourselves ensnared in this unending cycle of entertainment? What if I told you that this isn't merely an individual issue, but a widespread crisis, one that is quietly undermining the very fabric of our society? What if I revealed that this addiction to entertainment is altering our minds, our relationships, and even our capacity for critical thinking? And what if I told you that by the end of this video, you will uncover the most startling truth of all? The single factor that makes this addiction so potent and perilous. Today, we will delve into the hidden risks of entertainment addiction, examining how it is rewiring our brains, diminishing our focus, and rendering us more susceptible to control and manipulation. We will expose the tactics employed by billion-dollar industries to keep us engaged, and most crucially, we will uncover the path to life. However, make sure to stick around until the end, as the final revelation will transform your perspective on entertainment forever. In earlier times, entertainment was considered a luxury. People toiled hard and sought leisure in their free time, whether it was through a book, a play, or a concert. Each of these activities demanded effort, focus, and a certain level of patience. Today, however, entertainment is not only readily available, it is unavoidable. Algorithms determine our viewing choices. Endless scrolling keeps us hooked. The next episode starts playing automatically. Everything is crafted to ensure we consume mindlessly. But have you ever paused to consider why? Why do the most influential companies in the world want us to be entertained every moment of the day? To explore this, we first need to grasp the science of addiction. Studies have shown that excessive consumption of entertainment triggers the release of dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. Each time we receive a notification, watch a new episode, or see a viral video, our brain rewards us with a surge of pleasure. Yet, over time, similar to any addiction, we find ourselves needing more to achieve the same level of satisfaction. What was once a source of enjoyment turns into a necessity, and before we know it, we become ensnared, unable to stop even when we recognize the harm it causes. Psychologist B.F. Skinner conducted research on what he termed variable reward systems. He found that unpredictable rewards are more addictive. This is precisely how social media, streaming platforms, and video games are structured. You can never predict what the next video will unveil, what the next post will whisper, or what dark treasures the next loot box might hold. This uncertainty ensnares us, igniting an insatiable hunger for more. But here lies the true peril as entertainment becomes our sole source of stimulation. The mundane reality around us begins to fade into a dull haze. Why immerse yourself in a book when a rapid-fire video summary offers a fleeting thrill? Why engage in meaningful dialogue when a scroll through an endless abyss of memes provides instant distraction? Why bother honing a skill when a game can deliver immediate gratification? Piece by piece, our connection to the real world erodes. We transform into mere shadows, passive consumers drifting through our own lives. And this descent is no mere coincidence. The titans of technology grasp this truth far better than we do. Former executives from giants like Facebook and Google have confessed that their platforms are meticulously crafted to exploit our very psychology, ensnaring us in a web of engagement that feels inescapable. Sean Parker, the inaugural president of Facebook, once revealed that social media was engineered to forge a feedback loop of social validation, manipulating our brain chemistry to ensnare us in addiction. And the repercussions? They linger in the shadows, waiting to claim us. We live in a society that feels more distracted, more passive, and more detached from reality than ever before. Just take a moment to reflect. When did you last sit in silence, allowing your thoughts to wander without the compulsion to check your phone? This is merely the beginning of a troubling trend. What will become of a generation whose minds are molded by relentless stimulation? What occurs when critical thinking is overshadowed by the allure of instant gratification? What happens when the lines blur and entertainment feels more authentic than the world around us? Stay with me, as we will soon explore the hidden repercussions of this addiction, how it is impacting our mental health, our ability to think independently, and our power to steer our own lives. The ramifications of this entertainment addiction run deeper than we might realize. It transcends mere time wasting or distraction. It signifies a gradual yet profound erosion of our mental resilience, our capacity for critical thought, and even our very sense of identity. One of the most disheartening consequences of this addiction is its toll on our attention span. Research indicates that the average human attention span has plummeted dramatically over the last 20 years. In 2000, before smartphones and social media took hold, the average attention span was about 12 seconds. Today, it has dwindled to under 8 seconds, shorter than that of a goldfish. This decline is not merely coincidental. It is a reflection of a deeper, more troubling reality. The relentless barrage of rapid entertainment is conditioning our minds to crave fleeting bursts of stimulation, rendering it increasingly difficult to engage in anything that demands profound thought or persistent effort. This erosion of attention is far more than a mere inconvenience. It is a grave concern. The capacity to concentrate is the bedrock of all significant accomplishments. Whether mastering a new skill, constructing a business, or nurturing meaningful relationships, each of these endeavors hinges on unwavering focus. Yet, as our minds become addicted to instant gratification, tasks that require patience morph into agonizing trials. How many souls today find it nearly impossible to read a book from cover to cover? How many struggle to endure a deep conversation without the incessant urge to check their phones? This is the price we pay for our ceaseless entertainment, a frail mind, incapable of profound work or contemplation. But the darkness does not end there. This addiction to entertainment seeps into our very emotions. When we lean on distractions for constant stimulation, we sever our innate ability to navigate our moods. Consider this: how many individuals turn to entertainment as a means of escape? When sorrow strikes, they drown themselves in a show. When anxiety creeps in, they mindlessly scroll through social media. When boredom looms, they retreat into the virtual realm of games. Instead of facing their emotions, they bury them beneath an avalanche of distractions, lost in a fog of superficiality. The shadows of our minds grow ever darker as we drift further from the light of genuine connection and understanding. When they feel down, they turn to a show. When anxiety creeps in, they lose themselves in social media. When boredom strikes, they dive into a game. Rather than facing their feelings, they bury them beneath a mountain of distractions. Over time, this avoidance leads to a haunting emotional numbness, where genuine experiences seem lackluster, and only the most intense forms of entertainment can stir any real emotion. Psychologists refer to this as the dopamine deficit state. As we inundate our minds with constant stimulation, we become desensitized to the simple joys of life. A leisurely walk in nature, a heartfelt conversation, or a moment of quiet reflection no longer brings satisfaction. Instead, we find ourselves yearning for more intense thrills, more excitement, more novelty, more distractions. This creates a heartbreaking cycle. The more we consume, the more we crave, and the harder it becomes to find joy in the world around us. Perhaps the most troubling aspect of this addiction to entertainment is its subtle power to shape our beliefs and behaviors. Many believe that entertainment is merely a means to unwind, that it holds no sway over their thoughts, but this couldn't be further from reality. Every narrative we engage with, every video we view, every song we hear, all mold our understanding of the world. Those who wield control over entertainment possess a profound influence over society. Take a moment to reflect on the messages that saturate modern entertainment. What values are being celebrated? What ideas are echoed time and again? In many instances, entertainment serves not merely as a diversion, but as a means of influence. Movies, television series, and social media trends quietly mold our perceptions of the world, often without our awareness. Historian and social critic Neil Postman cautioned against this in his book Amusing Ourselves to Death. He contended that when a society becomes fixated on entertainment, it forfeits its capacity for critical thought and the ability to discern truth from illusion. He posited that the most significant threat to freedom is not censorship, but distraction, as a distracted populace is far easier to manipulate. This reality is painfully evident today. While individuals are engulfed in a sea of endless entertainment, pressing issues fade into the background. Rather than questioning the world around them, they find solace in fictional narratives and trivial disputes. Instead of striving to improve their own lives, they live through the curated experiences of influencers and celebrities. This addiction to entertainment erodes the fabric of society, transforming individuals into passive spectators rather than engaged participants. Yet, a more profound question lingers: who truly benefits from this state of affairs? Who gains from a populace that remains perpetually distracted and incapable of critical thought? The answer is stark: those in power. Governments, corporations, and media giants all thrive in a society too preoccupied to challenge the status quo. When people are lost in distraction, they become easier to control, and the weight of their unexamined lives hangs heavy in the air. And ensnared by the chains of entertainment, we become passive spectators, less inclined to resist the creeping shadows of oppression, less willing to fight for our rights, and less capable of pursuing genuine growth. This is why breaking free from the clutches of entertainment addiction transcends mere personal triumph. It morphs into a defiant act against the darkness that seeks to consume us. It is a desperate attempt to reclaim our minds, our time, and the flickering potential that lies within. But how do we escape this sinister cycle? How do we retrain our minds to seek profound meaning rather than surrender to the mindless abyss of distraction? The answers loom ahead, shrouded in uncertainty. Stay close, for in the next section, we will delve into the treacherous path toward liberation. We will uncover practical strategies to shatter the chains of entertainment addiction and restore the focus, discipline, and clarity that a merciless society is intent on stripping away from us. To reclaim our minds and break free from this insidious grip, we must first confront a chilling truth. The addiction is merely a symptom, a shadow of a far more sinister problem lurking beneath the surface. Consider this: why do we seek refuge in entertainment in the first place? Why do we seek out distractions that never cease? The answer lurks in the shadows, uncomfortable yet essential to confront. We are fleeing from something: discomfort, tedium, the haunting echoes of our own thoughts. Boredom, in its raw form, should not be feared. It is a warning. It whispers that our minds are languishing, urging us to engage in something profound. Yet, when we drown out boredom with an unending stream of entertainment, we forfeit the chance to face our true selves. We squander the opportunity for growth. Philosopher Blaise Pascal once observed, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone," and his words rang eerily true. In a time devoid of ceaseless amusement, people were compelled to think, to reflect, to create. But now, the instant silence creeps in. We clutch our phones. We flee from our own shadows. This is precisely how the addiction to entertainment renders us feeble. It shields us from cultivating the mental fortitude required to confront the darkness of life. Yet, there is a glimmer of hope. If this addiction is a learned behavior, it can be unlearned. It is not a life sentence. It is a habit that can be shattered, and the key lies in reshaping our relationship with stimulation. The first step is to reclaim our ability to focus. Our attention spans have been fragmented by the relentless pace of entertainment, but they can be mended. Begin with small steps. Set a timer and devote just 10 minutes to reading a book without distraction. Gradually extend it to 20 minutes, then 30. Embrace the silence, for it is in the stillness that we may finally confront the darkness within. As time passes, your mind will adapt. You'll learn to engage with more profound, slower forms of content. When this happens, you may discover something remarkable. Your thoughts will become clearer, your mind sharper, and the haze created by constant entertainment will start to fade. The next step is to accept boredom rather than flee from it. Embrace it. The next time you feel the urge to grab your phone, resist that impulse. Allow yourself to sit with the discomfort. Let your thoughts drift. This is where creativity takes root. Some of history's most brilliant ideas emerged not from moments of intense stimulation, but from deep, uninterrupted reflection. Albert Einstein formulated his theory of relativity during long, quiet hours of contemplation, while Leonardo da Vinci's most significant inventions arose from a mind unburdened by distraction. By silencing the clamor of entertainment, you create space for genuine inspiration. The third step is to approach entertainment with intention. While not all entertainment is detrimental, passive consumption can be. And instead of scrolling aimlessly, choose what you engage with thoughtfully. Ask yourself, is this enriching my life? Is it teaching me something valuable? Is it helping me grow as a person? If the answer is no, it may be time to reconsider. Entertainment should serve as a tool for enrichment, not a source of depletion. It should enhance your life, not drain it away. Is this truly making me a better person? If the answer is no, it might be time to rethink your choices. Entertainment should serve as a means to enhance your life, not ensnare you in a cycle of emptiness. The fourth step involves shifting from mere consumption to active creation. Many find themselves lost in entertainment, watching others lead vibrant lives while they feel trapped in their own monotony. The answer: embrace your role as a creator. Write, paint, build something, or learn a new skill. By moving from consumption to creation, you reclaim your agency. You transition from being a mere observer to an active participant in your own existence. Yet, this is where the true change begins. Once you liberate yourself from the clutches of entertainment, a profound shift occurs. You start to perceive the world through a different lens. You become acutely aware of how distracted those around you are, witnessing lives slowly fading away in front of screens. You come to understand that the real struggle isn't just about escaping entertainment. It's about reclaiming your mind in a society that seeks to keep it dulled. This leads to a powerful realization that will forever alter your perspective on entertainment. For breaking free transcends mere productivity or self-improvement. It touches on something far more significant. Stay with me, for in the concluding segment of this video, I will unveil the harsh reality of entertainment addiction, its origins, who profits from it, and how liberating yourself from its grasp is the first step toward realizing your true potential. Now that we recognize how this addiction diminishes our minds and the path to liberation, we must face the most pressing question: why does this addiction exist at all? Who gains from keeping society perpetually distracted? The answer is deeply troubling. This is no mere coincidence. It is a deliberate strategy. Throughout history, those in power have sought ways to manipulate the masses. In ancient times, it was through sheer force. In later periods, it was through propaganda. Yet in our contemporary world, control is far more insidious. It does not manifest as overt oppression, it emerges as distraction. The Roman Empire had a saying: bread and circuses. The concept was straightforward: keep the populace entertained and well-fed, and they will not rise against you. Provide them with endless diversions, and they will not question the status quo. This tactic is still in play today, but on a scale unimaginable to the Romans. Governments, corporations, and media giants all grasp a fundamental truth: a distracted society is a compliant society. A populace ensnared by entertainment lacks the time and mental clarity to challenge authority, leaving them adrift in a sea of triviality. They do not raise their voices against injustice. They do not challenge the shadows of corruption. They do not pursue the depths of true knowledge. Instead, they are lulled into complacency, entertained by the flickering screens that bind them, ultimately becoming puppets in a sinister game. Aldous Huxley, the visionary behind Brave New World, foresaw this dark fate long ago. He cautioned that the gravest danger to freedom would not arise from those who steal away information, but from those who inundate the world with a deluge of distractions, rendering the truth irrelevant. And is this not the chilling reality we inhabit today? A realm suffocating under the weight of ceaseless content, reality shows, viral spectacles, and social media fads, while the true horrors of existence are cast aside. A society where individuals are more familiar with the lives of fabricated characters than their own heritage, where beliefs are molded not by thoughtful inquiry, but by the shrillest echoes of the digital abyss. Here lies the grim reality: if you do not seize control of your attention, it will be seized for you. Every major platform, Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, battles for one insidious prize: your time. Your focus is their lifeblood. The longer you remain ensnared, the more wealth they amass. They do not merely vie against other entertainment entities. They wage war against your very existence, your connections, your aspirations. Their aim is to keep you ensnared, for every moment you surrender to them is a moment stolen from your own life. Yet, the most tragic outcome of this addiction to entertainment is not merely the hours lost. It is the potential that withers away in the shadows. Every remarkable achievement in human history, from Michelangelo's masterpieces to Einstein's groundbreaking theories, emerged from individuals who could immerse themselves deeply in their work. But what becomes of a generation that fails to cultivate this ability? What occurs when an entire society is molded to chase only fleeting pleasures? The answer is disheartening. Nothing extraordinary is created, no revolutionary ideas are born, and the world remains stagnant. This is why breaking free from the chains of entertainment addiction transcends mere personal choice. It becomes an act of defiance. It is the choice to reclaim your mind from those who wish to manipulate it. It is the decision to invest your time in pursuits that matter, rather than succumbing to passive consumption. So here lies the challenge for 1 week: restrict your entertainment intake. No aimless scrolling, no binge watching, no endless gaming sessions. Instead, dedicate that time to something meaningful. Read a book, acquire a new skill, engage in profound conversations, jot down your thoughts, reflect on your life. Notice how your mind begins to transform. Observe the improvement in your focus, the awakening of your creativity, the shift in your energy. Ultimately, the struggle against entertainment addiction is not merely about consuming less. It is about embracing life more fully. It is about reclaiming control, resisting the numbing effects of constant distractions, and choosing to be the architect of your own fate rather than a passive spectator in someone else's narrative. And so, I leave you with a poignant question, perhaps the most crucial one of all. What will you do with your time now that you have uncovered this truth? Thank you for considering this.